Hey there guys, it's KomputerKid, and I wanted to do a small video. I have a bit of a confession to make. I watch ASMR videos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you know me from the chat rooms I'm on, this is pretty obvious. But some of my real life friends don't know this about me. In fact, most of them don't, but yeah. I watch ASMR videos because they're relaxing and they help me sleep. And I've actually never seen an ASMR computer collection tour, and that surprised me. I've seen lots of ASMR cleaning computers and lots of ASMR gaming videos, but never. And I even saw this one joke video based on it joke ASMR video on how to call a night in the 90s, where this guy would take sips of Mountain Dew or something, and you would listen to the relaxing sound of the fan whirring. By the way, that didn't work on me. But I had never actually seen someone do an ASMR video dedicated to their computer collection. So I figured, why not start a trend? And in no way am I going to become an ASMR channel. I just figured, why the fuck not start a trend? Sorry. So in total, I have about 9 computers, 10 if you want to count my 3DS. But I'm not going to count that, but I'll show it anyways. So let's get started with the crown jewel, my desktop. This is my main machine that I use for pretty much everything I do on a day-to-day basis. It features an Intel Core i5 4460, clocked at 3.2 gigahertz, a 2TB hard drive, and a 250GB Samsung 850 EVO SSD, along with a recycled 320GB laptop drive. It has 16 gigabytes of RAM, an AMD R9 270X graphics card, and it has, it doesn't have, it has Windows 10 Pro on it, and it was made by Asus, and it cost me $500 plus some modifications. I could probably sell it now for about $1,000, but I'm not going to do that because it's great for what I do use it for, and it hasn't quit yet. Just because I said I would include it. This is my 3DS, which I use mostly to play Animal Crossing. If you want to play with me, you can link your friend code to the 3DS in the description, and I'll add you on my friend list if you would like. Moving on, over here, where most of my computers are stored, we have a Dell Dimension 3000. This computer I got for free from my father because he wasn't going to use it and was just going to dump it, so I figured I'd use it. It runs Windows XP Pro. It has 1.2 gigabytes of RAM. It has a 40 gigabyte hard drive of unknown manufacturing, a Pentium 4 processor, and Intel Extreme Graphics. I'm just using it with a generic keyboard and mouse. This computer was completely free. Down here we have my secondary Pentium 4 desktop. That desktop has a 64-bit Pentium 4, a 160 gigabyte hard drive, 2 gigs of RAM, and an NVIDIA graphics card. I'm not sure of the model. The reason it's not in use is because the NVIDIA graphics card has unfortunately died on that machine. I'm planning to fit it with a new graphics card, like a AMD Radeon HD 7000 or 6000, and either sell it or keep it in storage for to pass on to one of my, if I have children, to pass it on to one of them as their first computer. This was a Christmas present I got a couple years ago, and it's dead now too, unfortunately. The battery leaked, but it is an Asus Transformer Book T100DA. It has an Intel Atom Bay Trail, 2 gigabytes of RAM, 32-bit Windows 8.1, and a 64 gigabyte eMMC SSD. It was cheap. You can get them on Amazon for I want to say $300, and it's a convertible laptop. I wouldn't recommend it now though, since the Windows 10 free upgrade offer is over. So you'll be stuck with Windows 8 on this device. But then again, they might have started shipping them with Windows 10, I'm not sure. And there's no way to install like Linux or something because it uses a 32-bit UEFI. Or as far as I know, there's no way. There might be a way, but it might be extremely, extremely difficult. If we come over here to my workbench, I actually have two computers here, but one of them is underneath and I'm not going to pull it out. This is my Raspberry Pi that I got as a birthday present like 3 years ago. It's the original Raspberry Pi that shipped in 2012, and it's running Raspbian on a 16GB SD card. It's basically just there to pull logs from IRC that my CNC doesn't replay on my other devices. And outside of that, it also hosts file storage for important files on an Nginx server. This is going to be I'm working on this laptop right now. I got this laptop a couple years ago. And I got it because I wanted a slightly better laptop, so I bought it myself. And a couple weeks after I bought it, the screen broke. So I'm working on it right now. I got the old screen out and I'm waiting on a new screen. I just ordered a new one a couple days ago, and it should be here any day now, so I'm super excited to get it working as a new laptop. It features an Intel Celeron 1007U at 1.5 gigahertz. It has a 250GB hard drive at 5,400 RPM. It has 8 gigs of RAM and Intel HD 4000 graphics, and currently, if we open it up, I'll be as quiet as I can with this. Oh, we're outside. Because if we open this up right now, as you can see, there's no screen. I'm not going to turn it on because that'll make a very unpleasant beeping noise if I turn it on, as the BIOS will beep for not having a screen. The operating system on the hard drive is Ubuntu 16.04. I may swap it out for Windows, but probably not, because this is just going to be a device I take with me to and from school for note-taking. Mostly, not for anything else, just to take notes on, really. I'll do tests on the school computers, or by hand, or whatever. And I'll do homework, because I'm studying CAD, so I'll do homework mostly on this machine. This is really just going to be a note-taking machine. My compact that I mentioned, it is, a compact Presario CQ56115DX. It came with 2 gigabytes of RAM and a 250GB hard drive, which is actually in the Dell Inspiron now. It also had a 250GB hard drive, 2 gigs of RAM, an AMD V140 processor clocked at, I want to say it was 2 gigahertz, but I could be very wrong. I forgot the clock speed of it. It also had an AMD Radeon HD 4250 in it with 256 megabytes of video RAM. That computer unfortunately fried, and it doesn't boot up anymore. If I fit it with a hard drive and RAM, it won't boot up. It won't even turn on. It's because the CPU fried, I think. Even if I plug it in to its charger and leave it plugged in, it still won't turn on, so I know it's not the battery. That's what you get for running Apache on a shitty AMD V140 single-core processor. This is my iPad. Mostly it gets used as an alarm clock because I can't really have a use for it. It was originally intended for me to read books on in bed, but it's awkward to read on in bed because it's so big. If I was going to get a tablet to read books on, I would prefer a 7-inch tablet, like maybe an iPad mini or a Nexus 7 or something. And then finally, the last device I'm going to show you, I'm recording on, it's my Android Google Nexus 5X that I bought from Google for $199, and I use with Google Play. So basically, I bought this device for $199 off of Google's Play Store, and I use it with Google Fi, which is their cell network. and I pay $20 a month for the unlimited texting and calling in the US, and $10 for data, which is 1 gig. However, if I don't use all my data, which by the way, I have data turned off, except for calling and texting. So if I don't use all my data, or if the data I don't use gets refunded and recycled over to my next bill. So this month I've used no data, so I'm going to get all $10 refunded to my next bill. Last month I used 5 megabytes of data because I used a small amount of cell data because I didn't realize you could turn all the cell data off, minus texting and calling. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This won't be a regular thing of mine. I just did an ASMR video because I figured, why not? If you like this video, you can hit the thumbs up if it helped you relax or something. If you didn't like this video, you can go ahead and hit thumbs down. You can tell me why in the comments. I'm always open to constructive criticism. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, well, not like this, but if you want to see more videos in the future, because I have plans, be sure to subscribe. And who knows, maybe I'll start an ASMR channel. But until then, I'll see you next time.